This video describes how to start a business from soup to nuts, including all the legal paperwork. Here are the steps which the video will describe in detail. Use the chapters and timestamps to skip around as needed. Links in the description below. Search for Sunbiz using a search engine or type in dos.myflorida.com/sunbiz/. Click on the Start a Business tab at the top, just under the sunbiz.org Division of Corporations logo, and scroll down to Limited Liability Company, which is the first option under Start e-filing. You can click on the blue File or Correct Florida LLC Articles of Organization button if you are ready, or you can scroll down and read the instructions and answers to frequently asked questions under the More Information section. That section has very helpful information about how to pay, how to figure out if your LLC's name is already in use, how to mail in your application, etc. If you are unsure if the name of your company is already in use, click on the link Search Our Records under the More Information subsection titled, Is the LLC name already in use? This is a good idea to do even if you are sure. Type the name of your LLC in the search field at the top. A list of LLCs with the exact same name or similar names will pop up. If a company already has the exact same name and has an active status, that name is already taken and you can't use it. If the name is marked inact/UA, then you have to wait to use that name. Keep checking back. If the LLC with your company name is marked inactive or inact, their name is available for you to use. If you want to keep your name and immediately file, but you see a company with your name marked active or UA, you can add or subtract something from your LLC name to make it slightly different. The cost to file is $125. You can add on a certified copy for $30 and a certificate of status for $5 if you want. Those items are optional, but if you add them, it will bring your total to $160. If you click on Document Processing Dates, you will be able to compare the actual date of when you are looking to file, today's date for example, and this was 11/1/21, which was the updated date, to the dates of the submissions that the state is currently processing. In this case, it was processing online new filings of LLCs that were submitted on the 27th and 28th. So the state was 1 business day or 3 calendar days behind. Our LLCs usually took Florida 1 to 4 days to process. Okay, now you are ready to file. Click on the blue File or Correct Florida LLC Articles of Organization button. Check the box under File Articles of Organization and click the gray Start New Filing button. Fill in an effective date in the fields on the first line. I just put the date I filed, but you might have a reason to put another date if you want your LLC to become effective on a particular date because you want to file your annual report at a particular time. So your LLC's first annual report is due January 1st of the calendar year following the year of formation. If you create your LLC late in the calendar year and don't expect to start doing business until on or after January 1st of the upcoming year, you should add an effective date of January 1st for the coming year. If the effective date is the next calendar year, it will delay the requirement to file an annual report until the following calendar year. For example, if an LLC formed on December 1st, 2007, puts an effective date of January 1st, 2008, the first annual report would not be due until January 1st, 2009. I opted to purchase the optional certificate of status and therefore checked that box. Enter the address of your principal place of business. This could be your home if you work from home or the physical location of your business. It has to be a street address. It can't be a P.O. box. Input your LLC mailing address. It could be your home or the physical location of your business, if your business has a mailbox, or a P.O. box. This is wherever you want to receive mail for your LLC. If your principal address would be the same as the mailing address, check the box. For me it was, so I checked the box. Input the name of your registered agent. For my LLC, I input my name. Title does not mean prefixes such as Dr., Mr., Ms., etc. Only suffixes such as junior and senior. It does not mean a job title either. If a business is registering for you, input that business name. The business registered agent must have a different name from the name of your LLC that you are filing. You can't fill in both the name and business to serve as registered agent fields under the name and address of registered agent section. You have to pick. I left the business field blank because I am serving as my own registered agent. Complete the address fields under the registered agent section. This could be the same as the address you filed above or your home address. If your business is located in your home and you are the registered agent, repeat your home address for this section. It can't be a P.O. box. I typed my name in the fields in the yellow box next to registered agent signature. If a business is your registered agent, an individual at that business, most likely the one completing the filing, will type his or her name here. This section has to contain an individual's name, not a business name. The next box is optional, but I chose to type in my LLC's organizational mission. Under the correspondence name and email address, I entered my name and personal email address. This is because I have not set up a separate email for my business. I typed in my name in the electronic signature field of the yellow authorized representative box. If you have authorized someone else to be a representative and sign and submit for you, that person would type his or her name in the box. Now fill in the name and address under the manager section for each person you have designated as a manager, authorized member, authorized person, or other designated title. These are titles of people who can control the company. In my LLC, it's just me. So I only input my information. It could be you again for this field. Again, ignore the suffix field if you don't have a suffix to your name. That's not a job title or prefix field. Input the address where the manager's and authorized person resides. Repeat as necessary if you have more than one manager, authorized member, or authorized person. It's $25 to add someone on later. Press the gray Continue button on the bottom and review the information. If it is correct, press the gray Continue button. You should be taken to a document tracking screen where you should see a document tracking number and a fee. There's also a help desk number. Record the number if you want and press Continue. You will then be taken to a payment page. I paid with a credit card. Input your credit card and billing information. Scroll down and press the gray Continue button on the center right. Review your payment. Take a screenshot if you need to. Click the gray button on the bottom right that says Process Payment. You can save it as a PDF, print, or both if you want. Click Finish. Don't worry if you didn't save it as a PDF, print, or take screenshots. You will get email confirmation of your payment and the status of your application, including that it was received. An EIN is an employer identification number, sort of like a social security number for your business. You'll need one for a variety of reasons, like filing taxes and opening a business bank account. It's free to get and takes less than 5 minutes to apply for. Go to the homepage of irs.gov. You can click on the File tab at the top under the IRS logo, or you can just click right here. Apply for an employer ID number, EIN. Scroll down a little and click on the blue medium-sized tile that says Apply Online Now. Close the warning that pops up by clicking the blue word that says Close on the right lower corner of the prompt. Click on the button that says Begin Application. Select the legal structure of the business for which you are applying for an EIN by clicking the appropriate radio button. I filed my business with the state I live in as an LLC, so I will click the Limited Liability Company option. Click the white button on the lower right that says Continue. Type in the number of members in your LLC in the field. For me and for a lot of you, it's 1, so I typed 1. Select the state in which the LLC is located from the drop-down. My LLC is located in Florida. I selected Florida. Click the white button on the lower right that says Continue. Select the reason why you are requesting an EIN. For many of you, it will be because you started a new business, hired an employee, or need to open a business bank account. Click Continue. Input your personal information, including your social security number. If you are applying for an EIN for your own LLC, click the first radio button. If you hired someone else to do it for you, that representative at that business would click the second radio button. Click Continue. Enter the business's address. This is the same address you used for the business when you filed as an LLC or S Corp or corporation or partnership, sole proprietorship, etc. with the state, whatever you selected. For some of you, you used your home address because you run your business out of your home. That's fine. You just use the same address as you did with the state. Don't use a P.O. box. It's okay if you want your mail to be sent somewhere else. There's an option for that below. Click Continue. Input your business legal name exactly as it appears in your filing with the state in the Articles of Incorporation. If your company has another name that it does business as, input that in the second field. 2 of our businesses have trade names, so we completed this field. Choose your LLC start date according to what you put on the state information that you filed. Click Continue. Select the radio buttons that answer the questions as they apply to your business. Since none of these questions applied to my business, I answered no for all of them. Select the type of business you have. There isn't a category for everything, so do your best. There wasn't an appropriate category for me, so I chose other and typed in the industry, which I put as research or consulting. Click Continue. The next page may ask you some questions about what your business does. Pick the option that best describes your business activities. If none of them describe your business's activities, select Other and type into the field what your business's main activity is. Click Continue. Select whether you want the letter that contains your EIN online for download or to receive the letter by mail. I wanted my EIN immediately, so I chose the first option. You will need to have Adobe Reader downloaded on your computer already so that you can download and open the PDF that the IRS sends you. If you don't have Adobe Reader, click on the hyperlinked Adobe Reader and follow the instructions for download. Keep in mind, if you select this option, you will not receive a hard copy via mail. If you select the second option, you will not get your EIN immediately. The last page is a summary of your information. Read it, scroll down, check that it's correct, fix anything that's wrong. If everything is correct, click Submit. The next screen shows you your EIN and legal name in a blue box at the top, and a prompt in another smaller blue box below with a link to download the PDF of the letter containing your EIN, and you can open it up. Click on the link, download, and save the letter to your computer. The letter looks like this. When you're done, you can click Continue and close out. The next step is to open a business bank account. It's easy and should only take a few minutes to an hour max. You can even open a business bank account online. These are the documents you will need to gather and the steps you will need to take. You'll need a government-issued photo ID such as a driver's license or passport, and some banks may ask for 2 forms of ID. You'll also need to give your personal mailing address and contact information along with your date of birth and social security number. If your business has an employer identification number, you need to provide that along with any corresponding documents from the IRS. Sole proprietors and single-member LLCs may be able to use their personal social security numbers. The application will ask for your business name and address, as well as your trade name or doing business as name, DBA, if applicable. Beyond that, you'll need to list your business entity type, whether it's a sole proprietorship, partnership, LLC, or corporation, etc., and disclose the industry you're in and the type of business you operate. The documents you need to provide depend on how your business is set up. So for an LLC, all we needed to bring were our articles of organization that we filed with the state of Florida. The final step is to make an opening deposit. Some banks require an opening deposit, which can range from $5 to $1,000, while others will allow you to open an account with $0. We seeded our account with $500. The next step is to file an annual report. An annual report is not a financial statement. It's an update of status and payment. That's it. It's very simple. If you filed a corporation, LLC, limited partnership, or limited liability, limited partnership in Florida, you should receive an email reminding you to file an annual report. Annual reports are due between January 1st and May 1st. If you file after midnight on May 1st, a late fee of $400 will be imposed. Nonprofits are not subject to the $400 late fee. Search for Sunbiz using a search engine or type in dos.myflorida.com/sunbiz. If you fail to file your annual report by the 3rd Friday of September, your business will be administratively dissolved or revoked. Click on Manage Change Existing Business tab on the blue menu bar towards the top of the page. Scroll down to the first option under the Manage Change with e-filing heading and select File Annual Report. Scroll down and click on the big blue center button towards the bottom that says, "Click here to file your annual report." Enter your business's document number. The document number can be found in the email that Sunbiz sent you, or the email receipt of your corporate filing, or you can find the document number on Sunbiz by clicking on the Search Records tab. The number is 12 digits and begins with a letter, usually L. Click Submit. All the information about your business will be pre-populated. Scroll down and review the information to check if it's correct. If anything is wrong, click on the gray edit buttons on the right of each section and edit the information. In this example, we edit the registered address because it was wrong, and then we click the green Save button on the bottom. Check the radio button Yes if you want a certificate of status. The default is No. Chris doesn't ever get these because they cost $5 and he thinks they're unnecessary. The status certificate is an official document summarizing the current status of the entity. It can be two types, type 1 in good standing, type 2 not in good standing. If all the information is correct, scroll down and enter and re-enter your email address in the provided fields in box 5. Scroll down and enter your name in the first box. Enter your title in the second box. Your title is the legal role you are playing in the business, such as manager, registered agent, etc. Your title is not prefixes such as Mr., Ms., or your job title in the business. In our example, Chris is listed in the Articles of Organization as manager, so he is typing the abbreviation MGRM. You can see what title he is under the name and address of personnel authorized to manage the limited liability company box. If our CPA was doing the annual report for us, she would enter her name and the abbreviation RA because she is the business's registered agent. Click the Moved On to Payment section green box at the bottom of the page. Check that the information is correct and choose the payment option at the bottom. Click the orange Continue button at the bottom left of this box. We chose to pay by credit card, so we entered our first and last name and address under the customer information box and then our credit card information below. Click Next. Enter your credit card information and click Next. Check the information. If it is correct, click the navy blue Submit Payment block on the lower right corner. Within seconds, you should receive a receipt confirming that your payment was successful. The cost of filing an annual report in Florida for your for-profit company in 2022 is $138.75. Take a screenshot and save it for your records. You should receive an email confirmation as well.